My name's Berta from your Barco-Newton YMCA in Florida. Welcome. This is going to be about a 30-minute chair yoga video. So make sure you have a chair. Of course, right? Chair yoga. Have your chair. We're going to start seated. We're basically going to stay seated the entire time. You always have the option to stand if you choose. But most of the guided stretches and poses that I'm going to do today are going to be from the chair. All right, so make sure you have your water bottle nearby. You can have it underneath your chair for safekeeping. And we're going to get started. All right, now that you have your water and your chair, let's go ahead and get started. So go ahead and close the eyes for me, or take the eye gaze down towards the floor. Seated nice and tall, hands are on the thighs, down for more grounding, or up for more receiving. Nice deep breaths, in the nose, out the nose. If you would like to have some soothing music playing in the background, you are more than welcome to. Just taking a moment here to settle in and start to check in with the physical body. Noticing the feet, noticing how they feel. Working your way up into the ankles. Just taking a mental note of how you feel in this moment. Noticing the shins and the calves, the knees. Still breathing in and out the nose. Noticing the thighs, top and bottom, inner and outer thighs. Noticing the glutes, the hips, belly, noticing the lower back, working your mind's eye up the spine into that mid-back, upper back, and shoulders. Taking a mental note of any tension that you might feel along the way. Taking that mind's eye down the arms, noticing the biceps and the triceps, the front and back of the arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, and even the hands, the palms, and each finger. Continuing to breathe. Bringing that mind's eye back up those arms into the shoulders again. Noticing the chest. Noticing the neck, the throat. Even noticing the tongue here. Releasing that tongue from the roof of the mouth. Maybe even opening up the mouth here. Releasing the tension in the jaw. You can open it nice and wide. You can sway the jaw side to side, forward and back. Maybe you stick out the tongue. Maybe you scrunch up the face and release, scrunch up the face and release. Just releasing any facial tension here. Seated tall, shoulders relaxed. A few more breaths here. And taking a few moments at the beginning of this class to set your intention, or maybe you say a prayer, whatever you'd like to do at the beginning of your class to really help create some sort of focal point for you. So take a few moments here, continuing to breathe in and out the nose. When you're ready, or when you have your intention set, when you're ready, we're going to inhale, take those arms, float them up above the head, eye gaze up, slowly opening up the eyes, bringing light back in, bringing those palms together and down through heart space. Good. We're going to do that 3 more times with an exhale out the mouth with a sound. Inhale up, exhale, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, last time. This time, inhale up. Exhale out the nose, side bend. Taking one hand to the chair, reaching the opposite arm up and over. Now, if you can, take the eye gaze up towards the elbow. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, over. Good, taking your time here, listening to the body, noticing how it changes. Inhale up. Exhale, over. Inhale up. Now you can go at your own breath here. Yoga is about connecting your breath to your movement. So if you need to go a little bit slower or maybe your breath is still a little bit quicker here, that's fine. One more time each side. 3 times total. Inhaling up. Exhale over last time. Good. Inhale up. And then exhale, bring those hands down through heart center. Beautiful job. Releasing those hands to the thighs. Palms down. Now make sure your feet are facing me, toes facing me, and about that 2 fist distance between those knees. Knees facing forward as well. So nice and tall, coming into our seated cow-cats. So we're going to inhale, we're going to bow the head forward, and then lift the crown of the head up, opening up the throat and the heart space. So keep those shoulders down and back. Good, and then gently release, bowing forward, tucking the chin slightly and rounding out those shoulders. Good, into your cat back. So 2 more times, nice and easy. Inhaling forward and up. And then exhale, cat back. I'm going to turn to the side for this last one here. So you'll inhale, hinge forward, lift the crown of the head up. Open up the throat and the chest, and then exhale, bow forward, rounding out that spine, tucking the chin and the tailbone slightly. Good, coming back into that neutral seated seat. Seated seat? Yes, not neutral seat. All right, seated nice and tall, coming into our spinal twist. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, you're going to twist. Either side is fine. You're going to reach for the back of the chair if you can. Front hand will go to the front of that thigh, the outside of that front thigh. Now I want you to gently press the hand into the thigh to deepen the stretch, and as well as press that thigh into the hand. Eye gaze over the back shoulder if you can. Now make sure you're staying nice and tall in that spine. Good, gently release, come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, spinal twist. Other side. Good, gently release. Take your time here. Inhale up, 2 more times each side. Exhale, spinal twist. Trying to take that eye gaze over that shoulder a little bit farther each time. Gently release. Inhale, tall. Exhale, spinal twist. Good, gently release. 1 more time each side. Inhaling up. And exhale, spinal twist. Good, gently release. Last time here, inhale up, and exhale, spinal twist. Making sure to exhale out all that air, and then gently release back to center. Hands on the thighs. Give me 1 cow-cat here, please. Inhale, scoop it forward. And exhale, cat back. Good job. Shake it out a little bit. Good. All right, working on that neck and shoulder area. If you need to scoot back in your chair a little bit, you can. But I still want you to stay nice and tall, okay? All right, shoulders down, or shoulder rolls. Up, down, and back. Up and around. 3 or 4 times, and then forward. Up and around. Good. Make them as big as you can comfortably. Good. All right, gently release. We're going to take 1 arm out and bring it across. You're going to hug it in. Give yourself some wrist rotations. Nice and big, about 3 or 4 times. And then you'll switch directions 3 or 4 times as well. And then once you're done with the rotations, you'll point and flex. Good. And gently release. Other arm out, bring it across, hug it in. Wrist rotations. Good. 3 or 4 times, both directions, seated tall still. Good, and point and flex. Always working on that posture. Yes? Yes. Good. Gently release. Now we're going to give ourselves some huggers. So nice and gently you can sway, alternating each arm on top. And then we're going to hold the hug. So either elbow is going to be on top, whichever side is fine. You're going to squeeze those arms together and then press those arms down into the chest, really opening up those shoulder blades in the upper back area. So think about that space opening. And then if you like, you can gently release the chin towards the chest. Now, if you do that, it's going to restrict your breath a little bit, but you're still breathing, okay? Allowing the back of the neck to open here too. This also helps to activate the thyroid. One more deep breath. And then if you did tuck the chin, gently lift the head. Now notice which elbow you have on top. Inhale, open. And then exhale, other elbow on top. Give yourself a nice big hug. Really opening up that upper back and shoulder blade area. Pressing the elbows down. And then chin to the chest if you choose. Breathe in and out the nose still. One more deep breath. And gently lift the head, release those elbows, give yourself a couple of shoulder rolls. Beautiful job. All right, shake it out a little bit, shake it out. Maybe kind of alternate those shoulders. Beautiful job. All right, so we're going to take those hands down towards the floor. So you're actively reaching for the floor here. We're really going to work on elongating the connective tissue between the ears and the shoulders. So really reaching those arms down. You're going to release the ear to one side. Good. Eye gaze stays forward here. Good. So you're really actively reaching that opposite hand down. Inhale. And then exhale that chin across the chest, nice and slow to the other side. So we're going to stay here for a little bit, going back and forth at your own breath. However, if you do feel like you have a really tense spot along the way, I want you to hold in that position, really reach for the ground, and then hold there for one breath cycle. And then continue on with those half circles. Really allowing some time just to breathe through that really tense space and allow yourself some a moment to help that muscle relax. Good. Continuing with those half circles at your own pace. If it feels comfortable, you can go into full neck circles here. Now, be very mindful. If neck circles just are not for you, or if you have any neck issues, it's fine. You can stick with those half circles. Make sure you're nice and even. Make sure you're going in both directions. And then eventually, you're going to meet me with that chin to the chest, and then add those hands. Now, if you want more, you'll add the hands to the back of the head. Keep the elbows open, and you can add a gentle press forward. On your next exhale, I want you to go ahead and lift the head. Keep the hands right where they are, elbows open, chest open. Now I want you to press the head into the hands and the hands into the head. Take the eye gaze and the heart space up. Breathe. One more deep breath. And then gently release, coming back into that tall seated position. Release those hands down. Shoulder rolls. Yes, feeling better in the top half and those shoulders and arms. All right, we're going to give that upper body a little rest, and we're going to work on that lower body. So here we go. We're going to add in some little hip circles here. So grabbing onto one thigh, just some little hip circles, about 3 or 4 times one direction. And then you'll switch directions. Now take your time here. You shouldn't have to move in the chair to do the circles. Stay seated, nice and steady, and then you just make those circles as big or as little as you can. Good job. Nice and gently switch sides. Seated nice and tall, little circles. Good. You got it. Just working on the hip joint. Good. And then gently other side, or excuse me, different, opposite direction. Good. And gently release. Beautiful job. Come back to that first side that you started with and hug it into that chest. Now, we don't want to round out the spine here. Don't lean back here. I want you to stay nice and tall. Bring that knee in as close as you can comfortably. Now, if it feels comfortable, you can also come to the shin. But again, we don't want to round out. We want to stay nice and tall. Good posture here, yes? Nice and tall. Beautiful. Let's add in some ankle rotations. About 3 or 4 times one direction. And then you'll switch directions. Good. And point and flex. Beautiful. Gently release, then we'll go to the other side. So hugging in that thigh or shin, staying seated nice and tall, ankle rotations. Good. Other direction. You got it. And point and flex. Beautiful. All right, gently release. So tap those feet out, get some blood flow going to those legs. All right, so we're going to take one leg out. Either side is fine. You're going to take one leg out in front, and you're going to press the heel into the ground, toes towards you here. Okay, I'm going to turn to the side just a little bit. All right, so heel out, toes towards you. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, you're going to hinge at those hips. Keep that spine nice and long. You're going to reach as far as you can. Now, you might not be able to reach the toes, and that's okay. As long as you're feeling that lengthening behind that thigh, reach as far as you can. Good. Breathe. Keep that spine nice and long. So don't round forward here. Don't round forward. Keep that spine nice and long. Shoulders down and back. Good. Gently release. 2 more times. Inhale nice and tall. Exhale, lengthen. Good. Maybe getting a little bit closer to those toes each time. As long as you feel the stretch, that's what matters. Never ever forcing a stretch or a posture in yoga. Good. Gently release. Inhale nice and tall. Exhale, lengthen. Good. Nice deep breaths. You're still breathing as you're stretching here. Good. Gently release. Come on up. Bring that foot in, and then we will switch sides. So other foot out. I'll go this direction here. Heel out. Toes towards you. Inhale nice and tall. Exhale. Lengthen. Good. Reaching as far as you can. You got it. Good. Keep those shoulders down and back. Good. Gently release. Inhale nice and tall. Exhale. Lengthen. Last time. Inhale nice and tall. Exhale. Lengthen. Beautiful job. Good. Nice and easy. Release. Come on up. All right, coming back to the other leg, and we're going to bring the ankle on top, coming into a figure 4 stretch here. So we're going to bring the ankle on top of the thigh. Now, if you have hip issues and this just is not for you, we can also cross at the ankle and allow that hip to gently open in that position, okay? So you choose which is best for you. Now, even if this isn't for you, maybe you come back to that straight-legged stretch if you have to, okay? All right, so you choose. If you can come to the thigh, come to the thigh. Toes flex towards the knee here. Hands on the shin. Nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Again, you're thinking about that heart space reaching towards the floor. Breathe. Shoulders down and back. Good. Inhale, nice and tall. I'm going to turn to the side for just a moment. And then exhale, hinge forward. So really lengthening that spine still. We're not rounding out. We're not trying to get our head towards the shin here. Stop lengthening that spine and reaching forward. Good job. Gently release. Inhale, tall. And then exhale, hinge forward last time on this side. Beautiful job. Gently release. Uncross that ankle. And then we'll go to the other side. Remember, you can cross it at the ankle, or you can do that straight-legged stretch again if you need to. All right, hands on the shin. Nice and tall. Toes flexed towards the knee. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. You got it. Good. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, hinge forward. One more time, my friends. Inhale, tall. Exhale, hinge. Beautiful. Gently release. Come on up. Release that ankle. Maybe tap those feet out. Good. And then you're going to walk those feet out nice and wide, coming into an inner thigh stretch here. So hand will come to the inner thigh. Either side is fine. You're gently going to press open the inner thigh. So pay attention to your hip here. The other hand is just hanging out on the other thigh. So you're gently pressing open, nice and easy. That same side that you're pressing on, maybe that shoulder comes down towards the floor and you come into a little bit of a spinal twist. This is just an option. You can stay right here, or you can add in a gentle spinal twist. Eye gaze over the back shoulder. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, hinge and twist. Gently pressing on that inner thigh. Inhale, back to center. 2 more times each side. Take your time here. Exhale, forward. Inhale back to center. Exhale forward. One more time each side. Inhale. Switch. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful job. Nice and easy. Come back up to center. Walk those feet back to neutral. All right. How are we doing? Let's go ahead and work on those feet a little bit. I want you to lift those heels and then lift the toes. Lift the heels and then lift the toes. Good. Just working on those ankles a little bit more. Good. And then roll side to side. You can open up the legs a little bit wider if you need to. Just rolling side to side on the feet. Good. Nice and easy. Good. Now forward, back, side to side. Forward, back, side to side. Yes. Beautiful job. All right, my friends, you can tap it out. Feel free to sip your water here. We're going to come into a quad stretch from our seat, of course. Yes, everything is from the seat today. All right. So coming to one side. So you are going to turn to one side. The front thigh, either side is fine. The front thigh will be hanging off of the chair, okay? So get your position. You can hold on to the back of the chair, okay? The front thigh is off of the chair, and that knee is going to point down towards the floor. Now, your toes, depending on how comfortable you are, you can have the toes into the floor, pressing that heel back, okay? Thinking about pressing that knee down towards the floor and the heel back, okay? All right, so now from here, seated nice and tall, option to add the arm up overhead. Inhale, exhale, hinge forward. Still pressing the toes into the mat. Inhale, nice and tall. Maybe you come into a slight back bend. Just depends on you. Listen to your body. Inhale, tall. We're going to do that 2 more times. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, tall. Exhale, hinge back. Inhale, tall. Exhale, reach. Last time. Inhale, tall. Now make sure on your back bend, you're exhaling and you're lengthening, reaching up and over. Good. Gently come back to center. Bring that hand back down. Good job. Make sure if you can take that leg a little bit further back, maybe you take it back just a little bit more and then release. Good job. Gently come back to center. And then we will switch sides. Take your time. All right. Holding on to the back of the chair. Front leg is hanging off the front of the chair. You're going to take those toes into the ground, pressing the knee down. You got it. And then pressing into those toes, pressing that heel back. So this leg is nice and strong, okay? All right. You ready? All right. Seated nice and tall, adding the arm. Now you can stay right here, but if you want to add more, you can. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, reach forward. Pressing into those back toes. Inhale up. Exhale, slight back bend if you choose. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. Inhale up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. Last time. Pressing into those toes. Inhale up. Last time. Exhale, slight back bend. Inhale, tall. And then bring that hand down to the thigh. Hang out here for just a moment. If you can walk that foot back just a little bit farther, pressing that knee down, pressing into that heel, and then gently release. Beautiful job. Come back to center. Seated nice and tall, neutral stance. Hands on the thighs. Good job. Coming into some cow cats here. So inhale, scoop it forward. And then exhale, cat back. Good. One more time, my friends. Inhale, sit it forward. And then exhale, cat back. Beautiful job. Come back into that neutral seated position. Give yourself a couple shoulder rolls. Settle into your seat. Feel free to sip your water. We're going to come into our final resting pose. Just a little bit of meditation towards the end of class. Now, you do have the option to stay at the edge of your seat, or if you want to come all the way back and use the back of the chair for some support here, you can. We got a few minutes left here. Now, Remember, even if you use the back of the chair, you're still seated nice and tall, reaching through the crown of that head, shoulders down and back, and then use the back of the chair for some support. Keep that belly engaged, okay? Nice and tall. Hands are on the thighs, down for more grounding here, or up for more receiving. Yoga can be very spiritual for some, so therefore, if you're kind of feeling a little anxious and all over the place, maybe you just need to ground down into truth. Or maybe you just need to receive some love today and just keep yourself open to receive what you need, okay? So settling in, getting all those wiggles out, getting comfortable in your chair, rooting down into those sits bones, nice and tall, proud and happy and joyful and thankful for the movement that we got to do together today. Come back to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling out the nose. Taking the eye gaze down towards the floor or closed. And start to settle in here. Inhaling and exhaling out the nose. Starting to lengthen both your inhale and exhale here. Really controlling the exhale. Breathe. It should be at least a 3 count in and out, or a 4 count maybe, if not longer. So really control that breath here. Good, relax. Start to check in with that physical body again, noticing the feet, the ankles, working your mind's eye up those legs, continuing to breathe along the way. And just noticing any difference in the physical body after our movement today. Noticing how you feel emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Noticing the glutes and the hips, the lower back. Gradually working your mind up the body. Noticing the shoulders. All the way down those arms into those fingertips. And then back up the arms, noticing the chest, the neck, and the throat. Relaxing that jaw. Maybe you open up the mouth just a little bit here, just to keep the jaw relaxed. Relax the eyes. Breathe. Come back to your breath. And come back to your intention that you set today. Come back to that initial prayer, that initial focal point that you set for yourself today. Just take a moment to reflect on how you did throughout your practice. And maybe you carry that focal point without you throughout the day, or maybe the rest of this week. Nice deep breaths. Coming into a space of stillness in the body and the mind. So the body is still, the mind is still. As soon as you notice a thought come in, you let it go. Focusing on your breath. Noticing how the breath feels when it hits the back of the throat. Noticing the warm air as it exits the nose and maybe it hits the top of the lip. Gradually bringing your mind back to the body. Starting to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Slowly bringing movement back in. Maybe you create fists and release. Maybe you start to lift the heels and the toes. Maybe some wrist rotations. Let those arms start to float up overhead. Inhale up. And then exhale, just let them float right back down. like you're flying, like wings of a bird. Inhale, let them float up. Exhale out the nose, float down. One more time, eyes are still heavy or closed here. Inhale up. Exhale, float down. Good. This time, inhale, float those arms up. Eye gaze up. Bringing those hands together. Slowly opening up the eyes, bringing light back in. And bringing those hands down through heart center to seal our chair yoga practice together today. It has been an honor to share this virtual space with you today. Namaste. Beautiful job, my friends, and thank you for being here. Again, my name is Berta for short. I'm from your Barco-Newton YMCA. Have a great day.